You ever see that comic that's about like how to be an adult? Vacuum the living room, clean the fridge, walk the dog, sit. Don't think about your don't submit to the existential dread. Yeah. Don't make a sandwich. And it's just like that moment for me is like, oh my god, that is hanging right over my head.
Yeah,
that's so scary
sucks that
too.
Money is so intricately linked to every single fucking thing in our world and culture, because like. It's nice to like when I was first in college and like out of college, I was like, I don't need to worry about money. Like I care about love and music and freedom. And like now I'm super fucked and like, oh man, but I also like eating and friends. Yeah. So I need to have some. Actually, no, it's all the same thing. I care about love and music and freedom, and all of those take money. You want to travel? Money. You want to take a girl out to dinner? Money. You want to buy a guitar pedal? Money.
And it feels, and I know that
it sounds shitty and like it sounds shallow even, but it's unfortunately a real reality.
Yeah.
Like I want to stay living in Somerville with two of my best buddies, and like that takes a good amount of money. Like, oh fuck, we're cool.
Oh, Mini Tails! Oh my god, he's adorable. That's cute. Oh, you gotta fly with him too. Oh, I wonder if he took those sprites from
the Continue.
Either from that or if he took them from Tails Adventure on the Game Gear. One of my favorite Game Gear games, and it's so not a Sonic game.
No, that's cool.
It is the antithesis of a Sonic game, and I actually really love it. Money's such a scary thing. It's so weird. And
if you really look at the math, like 0.001% have like 70% of all the money.
Oh Christ, yeah.
It's like the whole 1% thing is actually really true if you look at the damn math.
I don't think that I've never really agreed with like wealth redistribution stuff where it's the other way. Where it's like, oh no, everyone's got to have a lot. Like, I think that you got to work to earn, but like, you wrapped around and then came right back to the thing. But like, the difference is so vast that it's just weird. It's hard. It's hard to conceptualize.
I think there should be a higher tax bracket for. I think tax brackets need to work differently. Is basically what it comes down to.
There's weird gaps that are in there, and like, the offshore stuff is shady as fuck, and like, we got to close some loopholes and shit. And
like, I don't. How do I put this? Like,
I think that everyone should pay their taxes. Like, everyone dodges taxes in some way or another. Everyone's cutting corners with it because we kind of feel like we have to in order to not get fucked.
Right.
But part of that is because we all kind of cut corners on taxes so much that it forces the IRS to need to keep a closer eye on.
Well, and it
that.
Also
it's a problem that feeds itself.
That might be true, but that's a different issue. Like, the percentage of taxes taken out, unless you're making under a living wage of $60,000 a year.
Yeah.
There's not a huge difference between what someone making $70,000 a year gets taken out and what someone making $70 million a year gets taken out. The percentage is still roughly the same, and that's silly.
Yeah,
that really is not how it should be.
And it's like, I get that. Like,
I'm not saying people who make bunches of money should have to give 50%.
Yeah. But I don't think there's any sense in being like, oh, we got to, if you have $1 billion, it's time to hand $700 million over. That's totally
even 5%
bonkers,
more of a really big number would make an appreciable difference.
Yeah.
And so I just. I'm sure,
because
by the way, I don't know shit about shit. Like, in reality, I'm just some kid with a YouTube channel talking about numbers.
Well, I mean, it's important. It's an important thing to think about. People get
sorry.
People get angry, but like, oh, you just want rich people to pay. You got to come back out to the front when it's on the other side. Oh, you want rich people to pay all the taxes? Like, well, no, that's not it exactly. But if poor people are paying 5% less and rich people are paying 5% more, the offset is a number that is in the positive. Then
Yeah.
You get, the country gets more out of it. We use it for infrastructure and shit that's falling apart.
Yeah. I also think, I don't know.
We're skirting on some
big issues
and
political issues.
Yeah, and this is a weird time for all of that anyway.
Is there a trick to this?
No, you just hit him. Whoop, you just missed him.
Did I? Are you sure?
Yep.
Because I've just missed him 1,000 times.
You got to hit him when he's actually actively doing the. Whoop. Well,
So like that.
not directly into the laser. There you go.
Oh,
Well,
dead.
not into laser.
No, I know.
Oh,
You
man.
always say it again as if I did it on purpose.
Yeah, because you did. I know you.
Yes. Tails the
wow.
hedgehog, not
That
a
was a
fucking
very-
hedgehog. Doo-doo.
I'm gonna say you can just fly out of there. Yeah, I don't know, man. Money's just such a
Oh, that's just death. All right, cool.
money's just a scary thing. It's tough, and that's part. I think that's part of the reason that I've never felt fully comfortable, selling the D-pad is because like Patreon relies on. Yeah, it's like yes, we get paid for it, but we get paid from other people's hard-earned money for the stuff that we do, which isn't not that we don't work hard to earn it,
but I think the Patreon model is beautiful because it's distributed, and that way it's not like, am I behind it? I can't even tell. Okay, that way the math works out better. You can actually make a good amount of money without putting the burden on anyone specifically, and those people are doing it completely voluntarily, and that is true. Is also huge.
That is true. And it's like we're not.
Oh fuck.
Excuse me. I think right now we're in the low 100s a month with Patreon, which is awesome, and we appreciate that so much.
Oh fuck you!
I don't think we say enough how much that means to us. And it's not like it's two people putting in $60 a piece. It's I think we have 15-ish Patreon, something like that.
Oh, that's like already hurting, huh?
Yep.
I'm just gonna go for it. I want to.
He's not. You can't hit him.
Oh,
right
he's
now.
too high.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Now you can hit him though.
I said this theory would work, and I want to see if it'll work.
Yep. But so yeah, like it's I feel like I shouldn't be so worried about it, but it's just I don't know. I want to make sure we're earning the money that people give to us.
Definitely.
Oh, weird. The lights on the side might actually be the exact same sprites as the ones in Sonic 2.
Lights on the side. Oh fuck.
Oh man.
Yeah,
So other stuff too, where like, if I had $1 million, what would I do with it? If I had $10 million, what would I do with it? Those are two very different numbers for me. But like.
Oh really? I guess so.
Yeah. Yes. That first $1 million would actually would disappear pretty quickly.
Well, because of your crippling.
Yeah, crippling student loan debt. But like also, I mean, that's not. I would save some, but there wouldn't be a whole lot left over after. I should get myself a car. I wouldn't spend a crazy amount on it, but I would want a car so that I can easily get myself around without having to rely on other people's vehicles, which is nice.
Pay off rent for a year.
Original game developed by Sega, developed for Digital Plow. Oh, neat that they're using the original game style font for this, but they used real like fonty fonts for.
Hey, dude, we just beat it again.
Yeah, we sure did.
Actually, that was all me.
That was all you. I didn't do shit.
I only beat games that don't matter or count on the D-pad.
Woohoo! Oh man.
So yeah, no. I
would film scripts that I would absolutely love to produce.
Yeah.
But I do not have the time or the money, or probably honestly, maybe I have the skills as like an assistant director to it, or like a liaison.
But you need more help. You don't have the experience.
Yeah, I don't have the experience needed to make really good stuff happen.
You just hit on what I think I was trying to say earlier. Like when I was in college, I was like, money, you don't have to worry about it, but you do, because money buys you time.
Yeah.
And that is the most important resource. And so it really does to some degree mean time equals money, but it really does.
Someone had said
money equals time. If you have enough of it, you can take the time to do whatever you want.
I'm going to misquote the shit out of somebody, but they basically like had quoted somebody else as being like, time can't buy you happiness, but it definitely prevents unhappiness.
Yeah. No, because how many unhappinesses and stresses have we seen?
Yeah,
and like,
not having
my
money.
family, like, I would give, if I got $10 million, I would give $8 million of it to the people I know who need help. You know what I mean? Like, and that would be good. That would be fantastic.
Yeah. Like with $1 million, I know exactly that I would need that first $500,000 right off the top to deal with like a lot of different debts and a lot of basic things that need correcting.
Straight up.
Like a pretty big chunk of that I would probably put into a college fund for my nephew Brody. Like,
And then when you have a kid by accident, take it away from him.
Yeah, whoops, this is mine now. Yeah. But no, I would want to put it into a college fund so that he doesn't have to deal with the same shit that I am dealing with right now.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense.
I made bad choices. Like in some of if I thought about the ramifications of not taking it more seriously, I would have maybe done things differently.
You made some bad choices, but you still would have ended up, even if everything had gone better, you still would have ended up with a ridiculously
at least
high
half
amount
of what I have now still.
Yeah.
And it's still a ridiculous number.
Right. And like the choices you made were bad, but they weren't like appalling. It's not like you
I know
killed a hooker.
I graduated before someone who I was friends with there who went to college there for 9 years.
Yeah.
I can't fathom having the amount of money necessary to do that.
One of my friends who you've met did that. Same similar thing. You know, it's just crazy. Like the system's like, go to college, go to college, go to college, go to college, go to college.
Yep.
And that's an expensive proposition. I basically was very fortunate and had an almost full ride to college.
Nice. You didn't go to one of the cheap ones either.
Right. Now, very fortunate for that. I'm thankful for that all the time. Mm-hmm. But I'm still paying off my student loan debt.
Wow.
Because I had to take out some just to live and get by because I worked really hard my last 3 years of school, but like for my first year of school and a little bit the rest of them, like I just didn't have enough to just like exist, like to get back and forth from home. You know what I mean? So like I took out some small like living loans and not a ton, but still paying it off even now.
God damn.
You know, like so even if you get lucky, it still can like be serious. But anyway, so our point is money's great, and we've recently taken on a new appreciation for it. But by great, I mean in like it's powerful. Like
it's hard to avoid the influence and power of money.
In both directions, though. So, like, when someone says, we like the D-pad, here's $1, like, we now actually kind of have a sense of, like, that really means something to us.
It means
you know what I'm trying to say?
And I think it instills a responsibility in us. Before we had Patreon, if we fucked around and lost a couple of weeks' worth of whatever, and we just went, fuck it, we're just going to do another game, who cares? Right. I mean, the fans care. It's not like you don't care if you don't. We obviously still care, but at the end of the day, it's like, shit, sorry, guys, we fucked up. We'll try and do better next time. Now it's like, we're really, we got to fix this. We have to do something about that. That's the whole reason we do catch-up weeks is because I feel personally responsible when we fall behind by that much, where it's like, no, we owe them. Right. This is what we promised. We're going to make good on that promise.
And maybe that's how I need to think about it, too, so I don't curse your name when we're getting up at 8 a.m. to record live videos, which I actually really like.
Yeah. I'm very on the fence about asking about doing that in the morning anyway. For this, actually, we still haven't filmed our Sonic CD intro by the time we recorded this, but it's either then or late tomorrow night, and even then, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know what my time scale is tomorrow.
All right, well,
but
we can talk about
we'll figure that out off mic.
But
just know that after this entire experience of recording happened, then we recorded the intro.
Let's see, any other new options?
Nope.
Sad, but all right.
So you know what? Knuckles wouldn't work in this game. There are way too many curved walls.
Oh yeah.
He would not work unless they completely restructured how Knuckles works.
Yeah. So that was Tails CD. Oh, I'm not doing any of this.
Wow.
That was Tails CD. Thank you guys for watching us. We're the D-pad. We love you, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Laters.